Hey, my friend, it's Adrian. Hope you are having a good Friday. Just want to connect with you and chat for a couple minutes about something that we shared with some of our members at Contact Mapping this week that was really cool and that I think could help you if you create for yourself. So we all go through these peaks and troughs, right? There's days when I am full of energy and I am ready to take on the world. And there are days when I don't, where I'm kind of in this spot right now, to be totally honest with you. It's Friday afternoon. It's the end of the day. We had an amazing, huge week where I worked my butt off. Stayed up late getting ready for a couple of things, a couple of different nights, and just have been burning it at both ends. And I am in that spot where the last thing that I want to do is be doing more work or have, I'm ready to go and relax. But I made a commitment to finish a few things this week, this video being one of them. And thank goodness for my buddy J. Michael Smith, who comes on here and puts a smile on my face, because that guy is just boundless energy and global, just such a cool person. So love you, J. Michael. Good to see you here. But we all go through those peaks and troughs, right? That's inevitable. You're going to have times where you're really high energy and you feel like it and it comes easy, and there's going to be times when you don't. And part of really growing, part of being a leader, part of being a winner is figuring out what it is going to take for you to take action even when you don't feel like it. And sometimes not feeling like it has a lot to do with not remembering in the moment why it matters or what's going to make the difference. And so over the last 90 days, we had put together this challenge. We called it the 90 in 90 challenge. And so the challenge was you needed to do at least 90 notes. So at least one note, one conversation a day in your contact mapping app over 90 days in order to do that. And so there was a little tracker that we built into that. And we asked people, as they submitted their tracker, to just put what was the most meaningful thing that happened for you this week. And so at the end of that, we collected over these 90 days a set of all of these statements and these little breakthroughs and shares that each person gave to us, and we packaged those up and we handed them back to them today as just a little paper that was a set of reminders of all the things that mattered along the way. And it was so cool to see how well received that was. And for me, the point of that is to have this tangible reminder that when I go and I have these conversations, when I go and I remember people and I make sure that I'm following through on the kind of person that I want to be in building a network and in building a business, that it makes a big difference, that it makes others feel good, that it makes me feel good, that those investments matter. And sometimes I just need a reminder of that because I'm feeling down, I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling distracted, I'm feeling like I got too many things going on, and we need that reminder. And so Doug Stair, who's on here, amazing example of that. Wayne Bird, who's on here, incredible example of that. He's one of the people that was the most consistent inside of that challenge of anyone. And so these things really matter. We need to create those reminders. And so what I want to encourage you to do is to start keeping a little journal to yourself in whatever form it looks like for you, to have those reminders to yourself of how it made you feel when you took the action that you knew you needed to take, even when you didn't feel like it, that reminds you that it pays off and that it makes a difference. And so having that someplace where you can go back to it and you can give yourself that burst of energy and that burst of belief when you need it to carry you through, I think it makes a big difference. And so I want to encourage you on that. As a little bit of a side note to that, what got me thinking about this was a webinar that we got to do yesterday with Ray Higdon, talking about how important it is to continually invest in your mindset. And Ray is an incredibly successful guy, somebody who has accomplished so much, and yet he talks about that he is more committed than ever to invest in his mindset and invest into himself. And what he shared with me, what he shared with our community, was life-changing stuff. And what people have been sharing with us off the back of that conversation has just been, it's been blowing me away. And so if you would be interested in checking that out and you want me to send it over to you, just put Higdon in the comments or send me a message and I will share the replay of that webinar with you. It was amazing. And I think you'd really like it. And so if you haven't seen it already and you'd like to come and check that out, feel free to send me a note and I'd be happy to pass that along to you. And I just want to encourage you, do the work that you need to do so that you can keep going even when you don't feel like it, because it does matter. It does pay off. And there are people out there who will lose if you don't keep going. And so do it for them, do it for yourself. It is worth it. Thank you so much, J. Michael. Thank you, Renee. Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, Doug. So great to see you all. And I will see you later. Thank you again. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.